Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Presque Downs here on Friday. It is the 20th of September 2024. I'm going to look at the stakes races on the program from Presque, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Hit 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it, around the world. We're going to look at the big races here, the 7th and 8th race, the Presque Mile and the Presque Masters. So let's get to it right now. It's two very good races. The 7th race from Presque Isle, it's the Presque Isle Mile. It's going for a purse of $150,000, race for 3-year-olds and upwards. We have a very good field of 10 horses going 1,700 meters or a mile 16th on the Tapeta course. Presque Isle Mile run at a mile 16th. Not like the Michigan Mile run at a mile and 8 years ago. But my top selection here, I'm going to go with the 8 horse Forever Super. I'm going to go 8-7-9-3 in the superfecta, 8-7-9-3 super. Top selection 8 horse Forever Super. 5-year-old Gillen by American Pharaoh. Michael Trombetta trains. Antonio Gallardo gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came 12th of August at Presque Isle, mile 70 in the Wiseman Memorial, and he won by 2 1/4 lengths that day, and he stalked all the way down the race course. They were flying to that half mile. He quickened up nicely, and he went away with it. 97 buyer has been on the improve. He ran a career best speed figure last time out. I thought that was a very good run. Refreshing here against these horses in a listed race here today. I think he could find a trip to win. He ran 2 back in a listed race at Laurel, mile 8th on the turf course, 14th of July, and he won by 4 3/4 lengths. Only had 3 other rivals, basically on the front end. He quickened up nicely, and he flew home clear late. That was a very good, strong performance. And then he ran a Monmouth, the mile 16th in the Cliffhanger Memorial Day weekend. He finished 3rd by 1.5 lengths. He was wide. Just needs something more. Maybe need the race that day, but he got down the race course well. He's his most recent race locally wasn't bad at all. He's based at Fair Hills, where he trains on the Tapeta exclusively, so he's back to the surface he likes. I think he could find a trip to win. I think the Wise Guy horse here is a 7 horse Animanistic. Probably said that name wrong, but pardon me, for Adam Beschitza and Kelsley Danner. Most recently, the Wiseman Memorial, he actually placed behind Forever Super that day. This horse just, moved a little bit late, needed the race that day off the bench, but he got down the race course well with a decent buyer that day. Prior to that, in the Indiana Lounge race over the mile on the lawn, he finished 2nd by 3 1/4 lengths, and again, had a very troubled trip, but was gaining late. He doesn't run on Tapeta very often, but when he does, he runs these sneaky good races. When he's based in South Florida over the winter, that's when he really shows up. Actually won a very nice lounge race there for State Breds last October. Came back to run a very nice open company in a black type 6 last year, showing up on the Tapeta, where he had a decent 4th place finish. Refreshing here, training well Turfway. I'll give him a shot on the ticket, but to recount my selection for the 7 from Presque Isle, it's the Presque Isle Mile. Going to take the 8 horse Forever Super. Give kudos to the 7 horse 8-7-9-3 Super, 8-7 in the multi race. The featured 9th race from Presque Isle, a race that's produced quite a few Breeders' Cup Filly Mare Sprint winners. The 9th race, it's the Presque Isle Downs Masters. It's a grade 2 event going for a $300,000 purse, race for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upwards. Field of 9 horses going 1,300 meters or 6.5 furlongs on the main track. I'm going to take the 6 horse here. Nice as pie. 6-7-2-3 for me in the superfecta. 6-7-2-8 super. 6-7-2-8 super. Not the 3. We're not using the 3 horse. We're going 6-7-2-8 super. But the top selection 6 horse, nice as pie. 3-year-old filly by Tapiture. Kesley Danner trains. Adam Beschitza gets the mount. They tried the horse routing last time out in the Penn Oaks at Penn National. 1 mile on the 31st of May. Fast ground. He finished 2nd by a head that day, and he sat back early. Really had a good pace to close up into. Just missed late, but not a bad race in the feed. I think this horse wants to sprint. She's back at it to 6.5 today, off the bench, training quite nicely. I'm going to give her a shot to win. She ran the Mamselle Stakes at Churchill 5.5 the 11th of May on the lawn, and she finished 4th by 2 3/4 lengths. She had a very wide trip that day, but she was gaining that day. Keep in mind, 1, 2, 3 were all next out winners. This horse almost made it a 4th next out winner, and quite a few other horses out of that race that were next out winners. It was a very good race quality wise after that, but this horse, she ran her heart out that day in the Mamselle, and then Serena's Song at Turfway over the 6th back in March, winning by 6 lengths, closing up from nowhere, circling the field, 109-4. She was driving home. That was a very good race for her that day. And then the Valdale at Turfway over the 6.5, winning by 2 1/4 lengths. She basically won in a trot. When she sprints on Tapeta, that's where she shows up a lot. She's training well off the bench. The bar, not the best numbers off long refreshings, but I think this horse could change it. I'll give her a shot on the ticket. A very interesting horse is a 7-horse Pandora's Gift for Ben Curtis and Stuart William. This 3 affiliate by Churchill, coming in from Europe to run, based in the UK, but most recently ran at Naas in Ireland over the 6th in the Group 3 Ballygoan Stakes, where he finished third by 1 1/4 lengths that day. It was with them early on, just kind of couldn't quicken up late, but she got down the race course well. Most recent races have been down a straightaway. The straightaway at York in the Group 3 Summer Stakes finished 9th by 5 1/4 lengths, where she just kind of yielded late. Also, she got interfered with, which probably cost her. And then against some proper Group 1 quality horses in the Group 1 Commonwealth Cup against the boys, she finished 11th by 4 3/4 lengths that day. Never really comfortable, but her most recent race around a bend was a success. It was also on Polytrack at Chelmsford in the listed Chelmer Stakes, winning by 2 1/4 lengths from the front end. She really took off clear and won a very nice handicap in late March at Lingfield over the 6th in the All-Weather Championships, winning by 4 1/4 lengths on the front end, flying home clear. If you look at those races on the Tapeta, she's really improved a lot. Coming here against these horses, I'll give her a shot. She might have to get a little quicker, but she has some ability from the UK. And I think the 2-horse Rose for Deborah for Christoph and Irad was winner 3 back in the Giants Causeway at Keelan going away. Came back to run the Intercontinental, where she had a massive place behind Futures now, and then a very good third in the Smart and Fancy. Actually, I believe she missed a race before that at Saratoga because she was sick. But so she might have been behind the 8 ball in the Smart and Fancy, but she's a very good sprinter. She started her career locally quite nicely. Has come to the new barn, to the Clement barn. She's really improved a lot. 9 to 5. She might get over a bet with Irad and Clement here, but she can definitely win. I would use her on the ticket here, but it's a very good race here, this one. But to recap my selection for the 9th from Presque now, it's the Presque Masters, the Grade 2 Presque Masters. Going to take the 6-horse Nicest Pie, give kudos to the 7-horse Pandora's Gift, and the 2-horse Rose for Deborah. 6728 Super, 672 in the multi-race. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Hit 5. Good luck, everybody.